A critical appreciation of the poem Lines Written in Early Spring by William Wordsworth. It is one of the important questions that will be asked for the exam. Actually, do you know what is a critical appreciation of a poem? It is not a criticism. It is more about the critical reading of a poem. Let us see what are the details that we have to keep in our mind when we write a critical appreciation of a poem. Points to remember to write an appreciation. First, you should write the title and writer or the speaker of the poem. Then you have to write a brief summary of the poem, the main theme or the central idea conveyed in the poem. Then you have to write language and style of the language used by the poet. Then don't forget to add rhyming words and rhyme scheme used by the poet. Then you have to mention different kinds of figures or speeches used by the poet to add beauty to the poem. For example, similes, personification, metaphor, etc. Then you have to write different kinds of imageries used by the poet. Then write the tone of the poem. Then pick out and write your favorite lines and say why do you like the line. Then you have to write your own opinion. Why do you like the poem? Why don't you like the poem? Etc. An appreciation of the poem Lines Written in Early Spring by William Wordsworth. The poem Lines Written in Early Spring is a poem which celebrates the relationship between man and nature, written by the most celebrated poet of nature, William Wordsworth. The poet rejoices in the sights and sounds of nature and at the same time laments on what man has made of man. The poet once sits in a grove in a very calm and relaxed mood. He hears lots of various sounds and songs. He finds solace and becomes much pleased in the songs of birds and music of the woods. At the same time, some woeful thoughts come to his mind and he becomes sad. The speaker appreciates the nature for her godlike abilities of linking a human soul to herself. He finds delights in the green bowers and has faith that the beautiful flowers enjoy every ounce of the air they breathe. The birds around him express their thrill of pleasure by hopping and playing in the ground. He also notices the budding twigs spread out their tender leaves to catch the breezy air. He experiences the utmost pleasure of the world of nature. When he thinks of human world, he becomes sad. What man has done to mankind and to nature makes him uneasy and unpleasant. The poet realizes that humans do all atrocities among themselves and cruelties to nature by destroying the ecosystem. He uses various poetic devices to make the poem beautiful. He uses hyperbole when he says that he heard 1,000 blended notes. Examples of personification such as every flower enjoys the air its breeze and nature's holy plant add beauty to the poem. A beautiful instance of alliteration can be seen in the line, "What man has made of man." He uses visual images such as flowers, birds, groves, bower, etc. The poet has used rhyming words such as notes and thoughts and reclined and might. He has used the rhyme scheme A-B throughout the stanzas. The poem ends with a rhetorical question, "Have I not risen to lament what man has made of man?"